into the new regime? How's it been?
Yeah, it's been good. You know, we've had especially this week, a good week's training. Players seem pretty focused on what's going to be, you know, a particularly difficult trip. So yeah, we're looking forward to the Ulster game. We're looking forward to go on the road a little bit. So yeah.
After the frustration of coming up against a team whose tactics seem to wanting to spoil your tempo, is it something that you're looking forward to going against a team who will take you on and actually try and take you on attackingly as well?
Yeah, I thought Aroni defended well. I think our attack probably left a little bit to be desired, but no, we come up against a difficult opposition, as you said. But you know, we go to Ravenhill. The conditions are like they are. You know, it's going to be a difficult place to go. The amount of rugby that will happen out there is really up for grabs. But you know, we're going to go there in a determined manner and try and put our best foot forward.
John, a turbulent week has been mentioned. Just wanted your take on the situation, and you know, how have you dealt with what's gone on?
Look, Scott and Sean, firstly, are friends of mine, and they've done, you know, a sterling job for this region. Collected a lot of silverware and have left good structures in place. But this sport is you know, is a turbulent employment anyhow. You know, especially as a coach. But just because Sean and Scott are gone, it means that they're not forgotten. But you know, we're going to push forward as best we can. You know, we got what I consider to be a very, very capable coach, someone who's going to go on to be exceptional in my mind. And like I say, it's about finishing this season in the right manner, giving the best account of us that we can. We're in a healthy position in this league, and we want to maintain that. And we want to make sure that we push on and get a home semi-final. But
the haste of it all, going mid-term, should they not have had the opportunity, or should they have stayed until the end of the season to carry on what, well, as you said, you're still in the competition for the league?
But those decisions are made at board level, and they're not done at this level. They're not done at the rugby management level. So if you wanted to get a view on that, then you'd have to speak to other people different to me. All Steve Tandy and myself can do is to make sure that this rugby department is represented in the right manner between now and the end of the season.
Have you had any assurances about your future though, John, next year and beyond?
Look, my future is as it is. You know, I'm contracted for another couple of years to this place, and so be it. With that. In regards to my role, I'm here to support Steve. That's what I'm here to do, and that's what I will do to the very, very best of my ability. My main role is the forwards. That's the one I'm particularly conscientious about. That's what I want to develop and become a respected forwards coach. That's what I want to do, and my role is to help Steve and develop a strong playing future for us, and that's what I will do.
So as it stands at the moment, there's no issue as far as you're concerned. You're contracted for another few years, so you'll be here next year.
Yeah.
Just on another theme, there's a term Groundhog Day in terms of Welsh rugby. At the moment, we seem to be, there's a new day, another player is leaving for pastures new. What do you think can be done to stop that drain? Because it's happening on a regular basis at the moment.
It's a very, very difficult problem, and the player referred to is Hugh Bennett. Yeah. You know, if Hugh leaves this region, it'll be, you know, sad especially for myself and Steve. He's been here for 9 years and hasn't acted anything but impeccably in his manner, in his negotiations, and all these things. It's just unfortunate with the salary cap and everything. that it's in place when a player's out of contract. And that's the bare facts of that. And as you said, it's a very unfortunate situation for him to be in. But the quality of player he is, you know, he's going to pick up a club and he'll be great. And if that's outside Wales, as I imagine it'll have to be, then so be it. That's the financial restrictions that are on our players.
So, you know, John, he's on his way, is he?
There's a strong possibility that he will. And if he does, he will be going with our very, very best wishes.
In terms on that theme, we've heard about top-ups, the union getting involved, like a similar situation possibly to what's happening in England. There's an elite squad. Is that the road we should be looking to go down?
Look, there's cleverer people than me trying to figure this problem out. And all I can say is the way it is right now is not working. It's not sustainable, and I think everybody has understood that. Do I think it would be positive for the future of Welsh Rugby salary cap? Definitely. It will be open. Everybody know exactly where they stand, and the players know exactly what the pot is. But how you figure that, as I said, it's for far more talented people than me to figure that out.
We touched on the coaching situation earlier. Shane Williams was sat with the coaches on Friday night. Is there a chance that he might take a more hands-on coaching role with the region?
Look, Shane is here for a period of time as an ambassador. Outside that, Shane was asked up into the box because he is, you know, a fantastic player. He is a senior player, as is Sonny Parker, who's taking a lot more on these days. There's no significance about Shane being other than he's a well-respected player by the coaches and also by the players, and he gives us a slightly different view on things. Like I say, Shane will be at this club for a period of time in an ambassador role, and I'm sure he will come down and help out as best he can and how he sees fit. Like since the announcement of him finishing again, as a player who's behaved impeccably. And there's nothing more than one of this region to be as good as it can be.
The attack coach is vacant at the moment, isn't it? A sort of a backs position. Would that be something that you think that the region and Shane himself would be open to?
Shane's going to have other things in his life. So with us, we'd be looking at an attacks coach. We will. We'll be looking at a backs coach. But you know, we have a period of time where we will make that decision. You know, we're not going to rush into anything between now and the end of the season. So you know, we'll see what happens at the end of that.
Your last game against Ironi was Alan and Jones' first start. What did you make of his performance, and do you think he's ready to make the step up for Wales next weekend? Yeah,
when we had the prognosis of Alan's injury, it was between 6 and 60 weeks, because nobody knew what the knock-on effect was. All I knew is that it would be as quick as it possibly can be with that kid. You know, he's one of our most professional athletes, and I knew he'd come back, and he only had a couple of weeks training, and came on up in Edinburgh and made a significant impact. We got him through the 80 minutes. And it was, you know, it's a difficult game to get into, but you know, he tried his best, and yeah, I think, you know, he's a great player. He's a great player for Wales. You know, it's obviously a little unfortunate on Ryan, but you know, Warren's made that decision, and I bet it's on. I'm sure it's on good grounds.
Richard Hibbard, after the game, said if you cut Ali open, you'll find a machine. Is that sort of testament to how ready he will be for the game at Twickenham?
Yeah, he will. You just see the passion that's within inside him playing for his country. You know, it's the most important thing for him. And like you say, he's been fantastic, because he hasn't been here for a long time while the Six Nations is going on, and he's been nothing but a positive influence here. And you know, he's almost apologising for going away with Wales. You know, that's everybody in this region wants to be where he is, playing for his country, and I'm sure he will give as much as he can give. Well,
just on Ironi, obviously a good win, no bonuses again, John. Is that an issue, or you know, come the end of the season, because obviously the gap between you and Leinster's quite a large one. What are your thoughts on that as you go on to the tail end of the season?
Yeah, you know, we're working hard in our attacking game. You know, we feel that in a lot of games this year we've left a lot of tries out there. Our endeavour is outstanding, as it was against Rugby, which are a difficult side to play against. But our execution at times isn't great. So we're constantly working on that. We're constantly trying to isolate, you know, how can we get better at this area. And you know, it's a main focus point for us. You know, we have enough ball, we have enough territory, we don't score enough tries.
So final one from you, you've obviously been up to Twickenham, knowing the boys that are going up there, what are your thoughts for the weekend? Do you see them doing it and getting that Triple Crown?
Look, I think it's going to be an extremely difficult game. You know, there's a lot of Saracens players in that team, and our thoughts were Saracens was that, you know, they are a very difficult team to beat. They don't play great at times, but they're still difficult to beat. And I think that backbone is in the England team. Do I think they're a great team? No. But do I think they're going to be difficult to beat? Yes. But I also think that, especially with the backline that Wales have right now, if they get enough ball, I think they're a match for anybody out there. You know, it's great to watch those boys have the ball at the moment. So, you know, I really hope that Wales win. I really hope Wales win a Grand Slam, because we get a big knock-on effect for that. So this will be a long way towards doing that.
Just finally for me, the word on Ulster, they seem to be a team back on the up. They're big spending. They've got a number of international players there. What do you make of them ahead of your game?
They're an excellent side. Very, very well drilled. You know, you have to look at their game against Leicester to see what sort of threat they have. They've got a good balance in that they have their foreigners for these periods of time, which is important. So they do keep their shape, their structure. As you know, the Welsh sides find it difficult to go to the two Irish places, but we have a pretty good record against them, and so we're going to go there, you know, with confidence, but knowing that it's going to be, you know, a very, very hard ask for us. But like I say, if we can get a little bit more clinical when we got the ball, then I'm sure we can cause them a few problems.